Okay, now we're live. Wow. Okay, let me get this all set up.
Well, we're not. Oh, there it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah, we're live now. Get this all set up. How dare you argue with me, Mark? Let me get this all set up. I had to redo the whole live stream because it showed I wasn't live, but I was live. It showed me I was live.
It didn't pop on the phone yet.
All right, turn that volume down on that. I got this. We're good to go. We're all live. All right. For some reason, I hit, go live like normal, and it said disconnect your streaming software to go live, but the go live button was done. So I had to reset that page, and then it went live again. I hit the go live again. So yeah, Mark's with us.
Everybody.
What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Well, you know what? We're like brothers. Look at all that gray.
Oh man, I had a bad week about that. I'm getting at my hair.
You're going to get past it sooner or later.
When I get to your age.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I had like 5 bad years about turning gray.
What's my fault?
Everything.
Sue Ann. Thanks.
So how you guys doing? And again, welcome to Stay Fishy Friday. Love this night. It's the best night of the week.
No, I can't.
Oh, look at Michael Collier says hi from Liverpool, England. Wow. Very nice to see you.
Across the pond.
Yeah, hello. No, I was here. I was, 4:59. I went live and it said I was live. I'm talking to you guys, and then none of you guys are talking back. I'm like, how's the sound? How's the video? And none of you guys are talking back to me. I'm like, hello. I had to refresh the page on the YouTube page, and YouTube messed up today. When I set up the live stream, I forget who I had in here with me, but Randy. Randy was here, and I set up the whole live stream, and I go to start it, and it says, sorry, try again. And I hit try again, and it went back to nothing. I had to redo the whole entire live stream this morning. I'm like, it didn't save nothing. It was crazy. YouTube's just been messing up.
Damn YouTube.
Right. So tonight we've got, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I am. Tonight we got Mark here. We got John Doe here. We got Reaper here.
There's somebody at the door.
We've got no, that's motion at the door. Dave's out there working in the front.
It looked like somebody at the door.
But anyways, we've got community service here, and then Joshua's here.
Yeah, I can't stay long. I got to go help Josh with the song.
Yeah, there's no.
I promised I'd come.
It's him.
Okay.
Working out there.
I promised you I'd come in and hang out for a minute.
Ova Hercules says Rich looks like grape pen Gillette. I don't know what that means. I'm taking it. It ain't good. Yeah, that's Dave out there working. Let me go live.
He's here too.
Hey, Dave. He's sweeping the driveway. I mean, that man works.
I know, he hasn't stopped.
I wouldn't have him sweep the driveway. Reaper's on the back. They're all helping Josh trying to get this whole sump over to the new sump. Josh started cutting. There's no filtration right now. Josh started cutting pipes and doing all that. They all have to work out there until it's done. And we have the new sump hooked up in the pool so that we, can work on the old sump. So that's what's going on out there. And I'm like, well, Josh, you got the live stream at 5. He's like, no, I don't. You're going to have to deal with that because I'm working. It's just like, when is everybody else going to pull their weight around here?
I know. Jeez.
Do your part that you said you'd do. That's all. And that's another thing. Let me bring you to this. I got a message today. Oh, no, but it says Penn Jewett is famous for men.
I
You know,
know
Penn
who
and
Penn
Teller.
is.
I know them. Yeah. So, anyways, I kicked Penn's ass. Don't worry about that. I know you're talking about now. So, anyways, I got a notification from somebody today. Said, Big Rich, quit whining about your help, about your friends, about it. I'm not whining. I try and tell you guys everything that happens. So if I go, hey, this guy was supposed to show up today and he didn't show up, that kind of upsets me. If you say you're going to show up, just please show up. I make plans around you showing up and doing this, and we're going to get this and this done because there's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 people here, and then they don't show up. Now I wasted my time making all these plans and doing all this stuff. So I may have bitched a little bit, but I'm trying to teach people do better. If you say you're going to show up, please show up. If you can't make it, then don't tell me you can make it. That's all there's to it. And people are on there like, Rich, quit whining, quit being blah blah blah, and that pisses me off because I'm not whining. I'm letting you people know exactly what happened, what I have to deal with, what we're going through at the rescue, what we're going to face, how we're going to do this, and just so on. So I just try and let you guys know everything because I'm an honest person. I'm not whining like, oh, poor me. No one helps me. This is bullshit. That's whining to me, right?
Yeah,
That sounds like whining.
especially when you got John Doe out there. My back hurts. I need your help.
That's whining.
Now that is the whiny thing that we're talking about right there.
Oh, that's funny. So, you want to tell us about your night last night?
No.
No? You should drop that.
No, not necessarily. It was a fun night, though.
He went out with John.
Poor John. Are you kidding me?
Found out can't drink. John cannot drink. Do you want to tell him about him decimating your vehicle?
Yeah, John can't handle his alcohol too much, and ended up.
He puked all over Mark's new car. I mean, he filled the cup holder with puke, the door handle bin with puke. It was, oh my God.
It was bad. It was bad.
And John's like, he comes out from the window. He's like, at least I made it out the window. No, you didn't.
You did say that too. Yeah, right. There you go. At least I got a little bit of sympathy.
Yeah, now finally, poor Mark. Harley Jem says, John's skin and bones. Of course he can't drink.
Well, he doesn't drink too much either.
John was drunk enough to where he thought he was like, a Superman. Man, I puked last night, but I made it out the window. I ain't going to do that to my bro.
Then he goes to get out of the truck and he goes, oh, I guess I didn't get it all out the window.
His hand went into the compartment.
Yeah, it's down there. All in there. I'm like, oh, man.
Mark's trying to be a good guy, drive John home, this and that. That's when you do when you don't drink. You help out your friends that do drink. He didn't sign on for. Can you guys please puke all over my car?
I didn't think that was gonna happen last night. But like I said, we still had a great time. And,
yeah,
you
learned a lot about John last night.
I learned not to drink with John.
See, when I drank, I basically
at least not in my car.
Right, I had to force him to
drink.
We
weren't drinking in my car, by the way. We weren't drinking and driving.
But when John drank here, he drank, and all he did was go pass out. Where's John? Oh, he's sleeping. He never puked in my house that I know of.
I'm sure he made it outside for you. Oh, well. He's got to go after this and clean it.
Good times.
Good times, good friends, right?
Hey, that's the drinking word for tonight. Good times. There you go. Or John puking, or puke.
John Doe. John
Doe. Mark got John 101, 102, 103 lessons all in one night.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! I told him when they're telling me this story, a little bit ago. I'm like, you guys sound exactly like the stories I used to tell when I was like 19.
And I said I felt like I was 19 last night driving around with him.
Oh shit. So, well, you guys made it through. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Yeah. You got him home, and he didn't get no. He didn't go to jail. He didn't public intox. No driving drunk. Nothing. You guys did good. You did good.
He felt better after he puked.
Well, I'm sure. But how long after he puked did you make him clean the car?
I don't even want to tell you the whole story because we didn't even get to the other part.
15 minutes, an hour, 3 hours.
No, it was pretty quick.
15 minutes. So he felt good for about 15 minutes.
He went and he cleaned it. He tried to, smeared it all over the side of the car.
He was trying to tell me about it. He's like, I was so drunk, Rich. I tried scooping the handrail out and picking it up, and it just went all over the. Oh my God!
He had a whole handful
This
of
story
paper towels.
kept
And he
getting
was just
worse.
like, I don't even want to get into the details. They don't need to hear this.
Well,
I see that John's not commenting anymore, though.
No, he's in the backyard like an ostrich, hiding his face in shame.
See what happens when you go and try to start stuff.
Shit.
All right, but I am gonna go back and help out. I don't want to be that guy.
Send one of the guys standing around in here. Yeah, whoever's standing around.
Hopefully, there are none of them. That's probably gonna be John, actually. So John's probably gonna
Send
be
John in.
next
We'll be relentless on him.
Oh, geez. Oh, wait. Stay fishy.
See you, Mark. These guys. And you wonder why I deal with them. They're great guys. Oh, John Doe says, can't stop laughing. Yeah. Come on in, John. Can't stop laughing. Wow. We didn't even tell the whole story. There's more. Wait, there's more. Of course there's more. Oh, Summerlee, I guess didn't mean to hide Lorenz Corthott's message, which said John had 2 times the fun. Drink 1 by pouring it in, 2 by puking it out. Hill. Robert Stacy says, "What's up, Big Reg, buddy? How you been, Robert? I'm getting by." AJ says, "Hey, John, please stop drinking." Was that one of those nights where you swear you'll never drink again?
No.
No, you didn't reach that? You puked in a buddy's car. Where'd you wake up? Was you home?
Yeah, I woke up in my bed.
You woke up in your bed. Well, that's always a decent night. It's when you wake up like, I woke up once in a park, and I didn't know what park I was at. I just opened my eyes and I saw skylight. I'm like, what the hell? And I look over and I'm laying in grass. I'm like, oh my God, where am I? And then it got worse. I started looking. My clothes are over there. I'm sitting in my tidy whities laying in the grass in a park.
Oh, man.
It turns out I was in Florida at Lake Ida Park. I got dressed. I started walking. I figured out where I was. This was like years ago, but yeah, that was one of those nights where you swear you'll never drink again.
Yeah, I've had those nights.
I woke up. I didn't know where I was, and then I'm like, why am I in my underwear?
Woken up in the shower fucking a few times.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sleeping at the bottom of the shower.
Yeah, fucking fall asleep right when you're taking a shower.
I haven't done that. Reem says, today is India Independence Day. Well, happy Independence Day, India. There you go.
We'll drink to that.
Yeah, John Doe, everybody. That's our drinking word today.
See,
Sean says, I'm glad no one stole your clothes. I'm glad no one saw me. I don't even remember how I got to that park or who I was with or what I was drinking. I still, to this day, never figured it out.
somebody seen you.
Oh, somebody definitely saw me.
Somebody's.
Ryan now says, Big Rich, you guys still talk to SE Aquatics? Of course. Steven's a great guy and he's awesome. And, we're lifelong friends. He's a great guy. He helped us out a lot. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got the Bellagio tanks down from 5-foot high stands down to 2 foot. He put in work doing that. So, you guys got any stories you want to talk about?
Let's hear some wild stories.
Yeah, let's hear some wild stories. This is our drinking night here. It's Friday night here. We get to hang out with our fishy family. Let's hear some of your guys' story. You guys always hear us acting like idiots. Bad Panda Fishing says, will OFR ever open a fish store? Josh talked about it, but then we're the same as Rod, from Predatory Fins. And I don't know if I want to take on more work. It's already too much for us, it would make us more money, I guess. But then you're going to have people be like, oh, you're getting, fish in as a rescue, and then you're selling them. I don't want to be in that whole bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What we do for the fish now is at our cost, and it's a good thing, and we can say we do good things. If we're running a pet store, I lose that. You know what I'm saying? Harvard says grape and vodka on ice coming up. What's the drinking word? It's John Doe. James McNally says, have I missed the Tracy update? No, that's at 6:30 every night, every Friday. Vasquez family says, my stories end up not drinking hard liquor anymore, just light beer. See, that's when you've grown up.
Yeah.
The story starts with, last night we got a bottle of absinthe. And you don't remember the night.
Tonight we drank a whole pitcher of fucking tequila, margaritas.
See, this is back being 18-19 again. You don't do that at our age now.
I'll drink a twisted tea, and that's about it.
All right, so come on, guys. Let's hear some stories. You want to drink, John?
Oh, I'm okay.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Last night got a little too much for you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about drinking right now. I might puke.
I did that with everybody has their evil alcohol. When I was like 15, or 14, I think it was.
14, guys.
I stole my mother's bottle of gin out of the basement bar, and I went to a party, and I was passing around the bottle. Well, every time it came to me, I wanted to prove that I'm the biggest partier here, so I'm guzzling this gin. Right? It was so bad, and I puked so much that night. I can't even be in a room with a bottle of gin. If I smell it, I want it brings back the memories. I cannot drink gin because of that. And there's plenty of people out there that can't drink tequila,
Fireball
Jack Daniel, Fireball, everything without wanting to puke. Ooh. If you smell it.
If you drink Fireball, you're from a different
That's when you
planet.
know you've abused the alcohol.
Right. I don't look tired.
He looks worn the fuck out. What are your muscles sore from puking last night?
Stomach muscles.
Yeah. It's like working out. It really is.
Right. I'm not tired and sleepy. Just had a 4:20 break.
No, Big Rich is tired and sleepy. I just did 3 16-hour shifts. And the first night, I got 3 hours the next morning. I did another 16-hour shift. And then the next morning, I did 0 hours because Thursday night, I've got a night nurse, so I can sleep. So I stayed up and I helped Josh. And we started this whole, something. And I didn't get no sleep the second night. And then my nurse called off last night at 10:30. She's supposed to be here at 11. And I was like, no, I was so upset. I was like, no. So now I had to stay up all night long, and I fought it. I'm sitting there, I'm playing a video game on my phone while watching a movie there, while having Tracy on the cameras here, and I kept on nodding out. And I'm like, I'm smacking myself in the face, trying to stay awake. It was crazy. But I made it. I made it. I took care of Tracy. Nurse came today, and I went to sleep this morning for about 3 hours, and I get to sleep tonight. See, Bob Taylor says, tossing back MD 2020. I remember those days.
Mad dog.
In Colorado mountains in the late 70s. Hungover, detailing my friend's car the next day. No, I remember being, okay, do you guys remember Wahooing? We as kids thought it was a great idea. We had like 6 of us hanging out. So 5 would go in there just to buy stuff, like quarter stuff, $1 thing, And then one person was designed to go in there, grab a case of beer, run out the store yelling, Wahoo! Yes.
Wahoo!
This is what we did. We were children. We didn't have no money, We wahooed beer. And it was crazy, But I got on the Mad Dog 2020 kick. So when it was my turn to wahoo, I went in there and grabbed like 8 bottles of Mad Dog 2020. And I remember being I had a Honda street bike. And I remember being on this kickstand back at the Congress Square 2 apartments. And there was like crevices where the water had torn into the ground. And I was parked next to one. And I was sitting there drinking, and I leaned back on my seat. I laid back. I put my feet on the handlebars, and all of a sudden, the world felt like it was spinning. And then my kickstand slowly let the bike go over, and it fell over and threw me into the crevice down there. And then the bike came over and landed on top of me. Oh my God, it was horrible.
Slow motion.
Yeah, 14 years old, drunk on MD 2020. Yeah. And the motorcycle lands on you. All I remember was saying, oh. And then my friends were like, you all right? I'm like, no. Wild Irish Rose was another one. Yes. Come on, guys. Let's hear your drunken stories. Bob Taylor says, Will Star, guiding light. Why is he your guiding light? Obviously, Will Star's here. What's up, Will Star?
This is the one that's been giving all the alcohol suggestions for you.
Oh, yeah? Marie Dean says, MD 2020, rock gut. I once drank it with vodka and how sick I got young and dumb. Absolutely. You could end up pregnant on MD 2020. You too, John.
Yeah. Stay away from that stuff.
Oh, Jaeger shots. No. Oh my God, that's so bad. No. Freak of Nature says, Big Rich, what medium to large cichlids can be kept in a planted aquarium, if any? I don't believe any. They all uproot the plants. They all move the rocks. They all do this, and it's an aggravation.
Best bet is angelfish. They're cichlids.
They're cichlids, but yeah, they're not really cichlids.
And they're not really cichlids, but they're cichlids.
You shut up. I've had enough of you tonight, son.
I go with angelfish. Yeah, anything else is gonna.
Robert Stacy says Bacardi 151. Yeah, that was some evil shit. And so was that Rumpelmans. Oh my God. I had so much bad things on Rumpelmans. And you know what? I used to drink Little Kings back in the day when I had this apartment with my buddies. And there was Ron Gallipo, and I forget the other dude's name. But we would keep their Little Kings in the refrigerator, and we would drink peppermint schnapps. But we'd keep it in the freezer. So every time you would drink a Little Kings, you need to go get another one. You would take the bottle out of the freezer, take a shot, and then put it back in the freezer, and it cleanse your palate, and then you got the Little Kings again. It was a great combination. It worked really well. Summer Lee says Jaeger bombs are my favorite when I'd have to go to the bar. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? You still go to the bar and get Jaeger bombs? I guarantee you don't do it now. You see it jump on me? Now I don't know. Oh, there's where we left off. Jim Sheasley said vodka mixed with wine. I've never heard of that, but I can see how, you know, if you like wine, you're going to love that. It's wine with a kick in the ass.
Pretty savage, Jim.
And by the way, what's up, Jim?
What's up, Jim? That is pretty savage.
Oh, no. The one on Silent Voice says, my mom in her 20s got a little too drunk, much alcohol in her, threw up in her typewriter, and the M key always stuck. Well, you can't take a garden hose to a typewriter, I guess.
Can't do much of that.
Somebody says, I don't drink at all anymore. Because you drank that in your young days. That's why.
Yep.
Bob Taylor says kamikaze shots before the base banned them. There's too many fights. There's too much bullshit going on in the base. They had to ban kamikaze shots. I can see that.
Oh, fight again in armor, Jim. You already fought in armor and I missed it? What the fuck? But yeah, me, Reaper, and Mark just need to decide what days we're coming down.
Oh, Freak of Nature says, remember the 80s when we take a few bottles of Everclear while at the sea? Well, in our neighborhood, we would do the Everclear, which was crazy. And we'd go to like Nelson Ledges where everybody could die. You know what I'm saying? There's some cliffs there, you know?
Yeah, people die there every year.
All the time.
Yep. Got some harsh alcohol. Right
Robert Stacy says, April here, listening to every word, waiting for a piece of steak. Okay.
I'd love a piece of steak too.
Me too. Here's the thing. April, if you pretend that I believe that your man, Robert, is a piece of steak, you can eat all you want every night. We'll see what she says about that. Will Star says, I just used to get legit moonshine from the hills. Murray Dean said, Boone's Farm. That's another one that was like overly abused. Oh my God.
April is his dog.
Well, then how is April talking to me?
That's a good question.
All right. Now I've got an inquisitive mind. I want to know what's going on. Is your girlfriend, you know, are you treating her like a dog, or is that a dog that you're pretending to talk for her? You know,
That's the dog he's pretending to talk to.
Oh yeah, Wild Turkey was another one. Oh my God, that was bad. Hey Raheem, he says, but now I stopped drinking long back because I'm on medication. Nobody likes a quitter, son.
I'm gonna get to work with them and send the next person in.
All right, send somebody else in here.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Yep.
You didn't say bye. You didn't say stay fishy. You didn't say bye to anybody. What's wrong with you? There are people here.
Oh man, I fucked up.
Even little Laura says, hey, everybody, and bye, everybody. You just walked out. Fuck you guys. What is wrong with you?
I was just so eager to go help the boys. And
That's a lie.
get that
You're
stump
making this
done.
shit up.
Get that sump done, guys. So there's work to be done here. Never stop. Stay fishy, my friends. It was great being here.
There, that's how you exit. Woo! Look at you go, John. Oh my goodness. Bob Taylor says trash can parties, jungle juice. We used to call them wild buffalo parties, where everybody, you couldn't get in unless you brought a bottle, and every bottle got poured into the tub with all this fruit and all this stuff, and you'd have this 300-gallon tub just full of alcohol, and that's what everybody drank, and you never knew how it was going to taste, because who knows what alcohol they're breaking. You know what I'm saying? But that was Hairy Buffalo parties. It was for the whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We always had a band playing. It was crazy. Gracie in her gaggle says, I won't let my husband drink moonshine. He's something else when he drinks it. See, I've learned, like, all the hard liquors, Jack Daniels, Wild Turkey, that kind of stuff. Family and friends get beat up. All the hot liquors like Aftershock, Golden Schlager, that kind of stuff, only friends get beat up. But I found vodka. I'm happy as can be. What's up? How you doing? So that's been my alcohol. Now it's different for each person. You got to find the alcohol that makes you happy and you don't have no ill negative effects. Deb Charge says moonshine will make you take back stuff you never stole. Pretty Good Nature says, I'm not sure if they make these anymore, but Mickey's Big Mouth, I remember them. Sapporo malt liquor, they were disgusting. Well, the Mickey's Big Mouth, we did a lot of drinking of those. John Albertness says, me and Rum don't agree. I ended up throwing up through a 6-foot fence. Okay. At least you didn't throw up into a fan blowing back on you. Oh, Will Star says, Hairy Buffalo parties were great until someone throws up in the tub. Instant party stopper. Yeah, I've never had that happen at any of mine. They were always great. And then, the bands were playing and stuff. It was an awesome. It was always a weekend. Every time my parents thought I ran away because I was like 13 going to a Hairy Buffalo party. And I'm gone for the weekend. It was crazy. Deb Charge says, Maria, I don't drink anymore, but I don't drink any less either. Deb Charge, that's the quote of the night. Well, point is, we got through this week. We made it to another week. We're still alive. We're here. Here's to everybody. John Doe, everybody. Ah. Oh, no. No. What happened here? Oh, no. Let me refix this. Cancel. There we go. Okay. So now got to move this here. Change this over here to activity, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Why? For John, everybody, he's scared. You don't want to come online. He's talking to me like, hey, shh, are you online? Yeah, of course, I'm always online. I'm there for everybody. So now I got this. Let me go down here. There we go. Now we can see the people. Viewers, there we go. Bring this down here. We're good to go. Okay, we only got 113 viewers now. Wow. Gracie and Gaggle says, "Hey, Rich, Roman Atwood has a fish tank that he got from the TV show Tank. He wants to give it away. It is a cracked bottom. Yes, we would take care of it. If you guys can get a hold of Roman, I've already told Josh to get a hold of him. I would love to have another tanked fish tank here. Yes, for sure. We'll take it. Ethan Rock says, I know you know what a black tooth grin is, Rich. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Lee Lord says, how you doing, Big Rich? Hope you're all good. Of course, everything's good in my life. You know, I've got Tracy. She's coming back. She's making her way back all the time. You know, I'm blessed. I got my children are doing great. I'm very blessed. I got my new Harleys. I'm very blessed. I don't have much time, but I'm very blessed. Gracie says, I know Roman personally. I will get a hold of him for you. Okay. Tell him we'll show up there and we'll pick it up for him. We'll make his life easy. We'll do a collaboration while we're there. And, you know, we'll do a big story on it. Oh, do you guys remember Greg Woodstock? Remember all the things he's promised us and never showed up for the last 4.5 years? Gracie, let him know that we've got 5 tanks here, and we'd love to add a 6th. Me and Josh will fix it, and we'll get it up and running again. Jim Cheese just said, "Where's Jerry? He don't come in until 6. This is the time I'm supposed to be here with Josh from 5 to 6, and Josh is working on the sump tonight. He's got a bunch of people out there helping him. They're trying to get it done. We've got the sump disconnected. We have absolutely zero filtration on our tanks right now. They have to keep working until it's done and hooked back up. So." James McNally, I'd love to see a waterfall grotto at the back of your pool pond where you can stand and the water falls down, pours down. I would love that too. Tyler Kerr says, "What's up, Rich? How you been, brother? Whatever I can or should call you. Big Rich is fine. My son's Little Rich. It ain't because of my size. I've lost, 98 pounds. You can't call me Big Rich because I'm big. Especially, you know how weird it was meeting Shaq? I'm like, how you doing? I'm Big Rich. And I'm looking up at this guy. He's like a foot taller than me. What the hell? That was crazy. Did I cut my mullet? No, I've got my hair in a ponytail. When I work and this hair is all over and you're sweating, it just sticks to you, your arms or whatever. And it's horrible. So I put it in a ponytail when I'm working. It's hot. Like today is muggy as shit. It's like 88 degrees and muggy. It was just horrible. So I had my hair, tied up. So today we worked on the boat because it's up and running. It's ready to go. We cleaned the shit out of it. Cleaned it with Clorox, cleaned the floors, the walls, the seats, everything. It looks like a brand new boat. It looks so beautiful. And now it's ready to go. You know, it's ready to go out. We got everything out of the boat that didn't need to be in there, and we've got a tub for the boat stuff. You know, like antifreeze for wintertime, the earmuffs, all this, you know, weird stuff that you don't need on the boat with you, and it was up in the boat. So we cleared out the boat and, you know, got all the seating back in. It's just beautiful looking. It's amazing. Watch the next video. It's going to be, it's just amazing how clean we got this boat. You know, it looks like brand new again. Raheem says, I hate humidity. Dude, I tell you what, I got up today and I was out in the garage and I'm just sweating from my like hair just dripping down my face. It was only 86, but it was so humid today. And I'm trying to get the stuff in the garage worked on and done. And, you know, I was just sweating so much. I felt like just nasty. It was gross. Oh, Leord says, hey, what's up with Greg never coming back to help you guys with the ponds? See, now that's the thing. Here's what happened. He called me when Owasa gave us those 2 big filters, and he's like, you know, they're our biggest competitor. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? He's like, you shouldn't be putting videos out of our competitor. I'm like, but they gave us something, you know, it was nice of them. I got to say thank you. And he's like, you know, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think that you just didn't realize. And I'm like, okay. So I'm not allowed to take anything from any other company. Microblip sent us a bunch of what do you want to call it? Medicines for different sicknesses. And he threw a fucking fit. You know, there are competitors, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Greg, what the hell? I was like, you know what, Greg? Here, listen. We want to be sponsored by somebody that wants to give us the koi food to cover the cost of the koi food. We can have a bag of aquascape on every single tank, and every video you'll have your bag of aquascape in there. And he's like, oh, no, I'm not interested in that. I'm like, okay. We get food from somebody else, and he throws a hissy fit. We're not allowed to accept anything else from anybody else. So, okay, well, Greg, you know, we need this pond, you know. It was our fault. It wasn't Greg's fault on the size of the pond, because me and Josh decided to go bigger. And then Greg told us to talk to Ed. We talked to Ed, and he agreed with us that we can't put it against the pylons for the deck, that we shouldn't mess with them. Let's move it out in the yard farther. And then we went bigger. And then Greg, you know, he yells at me and says, you know, I can't trust you more than I can throw you, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm the most honest person you'll ever meet. I don't have the capacity to remember lies. I just tell the truth. And you know, if somebody asks me, don't ask me if you don't want to know the truth, because I'm just going to say what happened. That's what I remember, you know. And, you know, I had the brain surgery. So I had a big, you know, problem for like 6 years of memory. I wrote everything down. And now, you know, he's throwing his weight around and acting, you know, like an ass. And, you know, I'm not allowed to accept any help from anybody else. But you guys have been waiting for, what, 4.5 years for him to come here. And he said this, he's coming here. He's going to make the wetland filtration bigger. Okay. And every time he said he's going to be here, we waited and waited, and they never showed up. And now we get a donation of like koi, and they had a filter, and it turned out to be an Owasa filter. So, you know, Josh, you know, says, you know, okay, they donated this. So we set this Owasa filter up on this tank. And you know, Greg calls me. I'm like, hey, what's up, Greg? And he goes, I'd like to say, you know, something good, but I just can't. I'm like, uh-oh, what happened, buddy? And hey, what's up, Jerry? And, you know, he goes, your son put out another video on Owasa. And what I was going to say was, Greg, It's been 4.5 years. We've been waiting for you to come here and help us out with this situation. We've turned down every other company that's offered to help us, and you haven't showed up. What I got out was, Greg, it's been 4.5 years. Click. So I call him back, and nobody answers. So I text him. I'm like, Greg, I don't care if you make $270 million a year. That was the most childish thing I've ever seen in my life. You refuse to help us, but you won't let us get help from anybody else. That's controlling as shit. Call me when you want to grow up. That's what I left them. And you know what? They have banned us on well, not banned us, but they don't follow us on Facebook no more. They don't follow us on TikTok. They don't follow us on YouTube no more. Him or Ed, either one of them, and they won't answer our calls. So it's just childish. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to not deal with any other company, then supply me with what I need, and I will make your company look like the golden goose. All of our food comes from Aquascape. You guys should order from Aquascape. All of our filtration is Aquascape. They have the best filtration. Every video we put out, we'd say something. But no, he wants to be an asshole and a little child who hasn't grown up and say these things and hang up on me. You know, he can't control me no more. Now we're open to have any other company like what was it? Not Aquascape. It was Microblip. Wanted to send us all kinds of chemicals for all kinds of different sicknesses, and he threw a fit. And I had to tell them, I'm sorry. Our loyalties lay with Aquascape, this and that, and even they said, we admire Aquascape. They're a great company. Their advertising is next to none. I wish we could advertise the way they do and get out the way they do. And they had nothing but good things to say about Greg. But Greg had nothing but bad things to say about Aquascape. They're our competitor. You're not allowed. Okay. You controlling fuck. How dare you? You came here and you okay. They donated the front pond for Tracy, right? You guys think, oh, that's a great thing he did. Let me explain this. He did a Aquascape workshop where everybody paid like $500. So the 50 Aquascape certified contractors that came here all paid $500 a piece to come here and learn how to build a pond. He made it out to us that like, oh, I'm going to have my company come here. We're going to build you a pond. It's going to be all for Tracy. It's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. No, this man made money building us a pond and advertised. And it was a win-win-win-win situation for him. We got the pond, and the thing that pissed me off about that, I've been with Tracy for 35 years, and he comes around. We're doing the end picture. He comes around the pond. He comes over here. He grabs Tracy, takes her out of my arms because we're standing arm in arm. He takes her out of my arms, walks her back all the way to the center of the pond, and kneels down and has his arm around her, and that's the picture they took. And Big Rich is way over here off to the side where, that's Big Rich's woman. No, I felt that was just like so vile to me. But I didn't say a word because he donated the pond. It wasn't until later I found out he made money donating this pond, and he made money on 5 different videos that they made there. One for Aquascape, one for Greg Woodstock, one for Ed the Pond Guy, one for the one of their workers, and they all making money left and right off of this. And he didn't donate shit. He got paid well for doing this. I mean, he's a mastermind at doing this. So, am I supposed to feel indebted? Yes, he gave me something free, and that was awesome, and it made my wife very, very happy. Until she put a koi in there and they got stolen. So I promised her I'm building her a bigger koi pond in the backyard, and you'll never cry like that. I've been with her for 35 years. I've never seen her cry like that. It broke my heart. I was crying because she was crying. I've never seen her cry that bad, She was devastated when her koi got stolen. So I promised her the back pond, we're going to build you a pond in the backyard. And, then she died, and, all this stuff happened, and we brought her back, and you know, now we built the pond. That was the first year. Then we built the cement back there. Then we built a gazebo. Then we filled the pond with all kinds of koi from many different koi rescues. And, you know, now I'm trying to turn it into all butterfly koi because that was her favorite. And, you know, we're doing all this and it's all been for her. And she hasn't seen the backyard. Last time she saw the backyard, it was all grass. I can't wait for her to wake up enough where she can see the backyard and see what me and Josh have done for her. Oh my God, that's a labor of love, what we've done. It's for no other reason than we love that woman, you know. It's just amazing. So now we're calling other companies, we're telling them, okay, I need to get a hold of the guy that called me from Microblitz because he was all into, he wanted to sponsor us. Greg don't want to sponsor us. He don't want to give us no food, no nothing, but we're not allowed to talk to no other company. Microblitz wanted to sponsor us and they were going to send us free chemicals for all these different sicknesses. Awasa wanted to sponsor us, but their biggest thing was Greg. And you know, they never had nothing bad to say about Greg. They were like, his marketing is genius. You know, they had nothing bad to say, but Greg had plenty of bad to say about Awasa. That's my damn competitors. You can't be, oh, Jesus Christ. Why is it all got to be this? There's enough money in the world to be made by many different companies. We are a rescue. We run by donations. But because of Greg, we're denied all these other donations. And, you know, now he wants to eliminate us like we've done something to him. I didn't do nothing to him, you know. I just took what people were offering free. And he takes it as I've screwed him. I haven't. You know, Harley Jam says Greg is out for Greg. Absolutely. And, you know, the fact was, we thought we had a relationship with Ed too. And the fact that he unfollowed us because of Greg shows where his loyalties are. And of course, you got to admit that. I gave Ed the pond professor a fly river turtle, and I went out there and I met his wife, and she was amazing, and I loved her, you know, everything else. But we're not good enough to be in their company now. They don't follow us. They don't nothing, you know. So Rambo says, forget him. He's a narcissist. I absolutely believe that. You know, he was telling everybody about how he's in the Guinness Book of World Records and, you know, this and that, and how he's so much better than everybody else. And then I got in the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest mullet. And you know what he said? Hey, you know, congrats. But, you know, mine was a real record because I lifted weights. How is your record any different than my record? You know, I don't know. Gracie, I'll give you one better. See, I live my life in the public eye, and I don't care who has my number. So it's 216-773-0407. Now, if this phone starts going off in the next minutes, that's my phone number, Gracie.
Put it on mute for a while.
But, you know, I try and make everybody happy. I try and be loyal and good to everybody because I've gone through, you know, the gutter in life, you know. And, you know, back when I was a bouncer, everybody was out for themselves. I'm in the depths of Cleveland. I'm bouncing at every Punch Palace, you know, and there was nothing but, you know, hookers and thieves and crackheads around my house up there on Madison 87th. And I raised my children there hating people. When I came out here, you know, I learned to actually love people again. They're just so many people are there to help, you know, and get you ahead and you know, help with you, and they don't ask for much in return, and then you know, you try and help them and they feel forever indebted to you. I love this life out here. So, you know, it's different. And Greg don't fit into that. Greg is, you will do things my way, you will do what I want, and that's all there is to it. And you know, I said the words, Greg, you haven't helped us in 4.5 years. And he hung up on me. And then unfollowed us and shit. You know, this is I've seen him. Him and Paul Cafaro had a problem. Him and Zach Ketchumall had a problem. Him and so many other YouTubers had a problem. And now I understand why. Greg tries to run your damn life the whole time. You're under his thumb because I've done this for you.
It's controlling.
Very controlling. Very. I just don't think I deserve that because I'm trying everything I can to get ahead and you know, do things. And oh, he got mad at me because I wouldn't hire a videographer, a editor, and a person that would feed the fish around here. I'm like, Greg, I can't afford that. How the fuck, dude? If you hire them, your time will be free and you can make money elsewhere. I'm like, but now I'm in like $500 a week in debt to these people. I can't do that. You know, I just he don't understand real life because he makes so much damn money. I don't know. I'm sorry the friendship went awry, but I did nothing to hurt him intentionally. Oh, Harley Jem says it'll come back to him. Greg will try to control the wrong person. You got to understand, Greg was in my hot tub once and he's telling me how to live my life. And he's like, I'm so sick of you not listening to me. You should do this and do that. And he had me, I was almost in tears. My fists were fucking balled up. I'm sitting there, I'm like, mm. And he goes, oh, you want to beat my ass, don't you? And I looked at him, I'm like, yeah, the fuck, yes, I do. I want to beat your ass the way you're talking to me. I will never let anybody treat me the way you're treating me. And he goes, well, then go ahead. Basically, do it or stop acting like you want to. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's going to sue me. He's going to do this. And he's going to call the cops on me. I walked away from him. But man, I tell you what, if it had been anybody else that wasn't a millionaire, that has the capabilities of hiring hundreds of $1,000s of lawyers to go against me, I would have beat his damn ass that night. I mean, he treated me like shit. And I'm tired of the way he treats me. You know, you should never go up to somebody. Okay, you're with your woman for 35 years, and I come up to you, and you're arm in arm with her, and I put my arm between you, and I grab her, and I walk her over here, and I put her in the middle of the picture with me. Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's my woman. You know what I'm saying? And
Glenn says at 6 o'clock we should play the opening and start the live stream over.
okay, yeah, it's time for the real live stream, guys, not the early show. Hey guys, welcome to the Stay Fishy Friday live stream again.
We got our first super chat, James McNally.
Uh-oh.
Thank you much.
Thank you, James McNally.
£13.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for giving me something to do over here.
Right? Gracie says, can you give me that number again? Are you
Look
serious?
back on the thing. Sorry.
Right. 216-773-0407. It's typed in there. Oh, no, it's not. 216-773-0407. I don't hide from anybody. That's my number. You call that, you get me.
Kevin Deacon sends in £2. Thank you much.
Gracie says it again. Can you give me that number? No. It's scroll back 4 messages and you can see the number. All I know is I've treated that man with respect the whole time I've known him. And he treated me like he can't trust me.
Now we got a fresh start here.
That kills me. I mean, how can you not trust Big Rich? I tell the truth about everything. I live my life on a social media. I tell the truth about everything. You know, I say what happened. That's how I remember things because this happened. If you don't want me saying it, don't do shady shit around me. That's all there is to it. Sean says you're about to get 1 million calls about your car warranty.
Probably.
It's funny.
Warranty on everything else.
Bill Lynch has finally got under 200 pounds this week, 199.6. Congratulations. I'm still at 242, guys. I cannot get past it. I'm going to have to starve myself to get under this weight. Rambo says, forget about outing him. He's not worth wasting your breath on. People like that aren't worth anything. Wow. I mean, if you get your name in the Guinness Book of World Records for, I don't know, the most claps you can do in a second, you know, whatever. And then I get in there. They're both the same esteemed title, right?
Yeah.
No, not according to him. You know, you're just lucky you got long hair. That's why you got in. You know, what the hell? That's not. No. I worked hard on this hair, and you know, this, I don't know. He kills me. Bill Lynch, you can go eat a horse. He says, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. He's so funny. He always sends me shit. Makes me laugh my ass off. He's so funny.
Now you got your phone on mute, right?
Oh shit. 17 missed calls.
Good.
Why?
Because you put your phone number up on it.
Wow. Well, this is fun.
No, it's not.
You shut your mouth, old man. I got another.
I assume you were being sarcastic.
Yes.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
I'm sorry. I'm always sarcastic. Just to go with that. I'm always saying things to be funny. That's it. Sometimes I hurt people's feelings and I don't realize it. I meant it to be funny, though. You know what I'm saying?
You're spicy tonight?
Why are you so damn spicy tonight?
Yeah, I don't think I'm spicy.
Gracie, stop asking for my number. I gave it to you like 17 times. Scroll up and you can see it. Oh, I'm scrolling up. Where's it at?
It's there.
There it is. Right there. Maybe somebody is spoofing Gracie because Bob Taylor says that. Kevin Deegan says, you might start growing now, Big Rich. You've been stuck at 500,000. Love you all. Big hugs and Team Tracy. Oh, thank you. We've been stuck on TikTok at 800,000. We've been stuck on, well, Facebook's been growing. We've been stuck on YouTube at under 200,000. We've been stuck on Instagram for, I think, like 300,000 or something. We haven't been growing at all. Gracie says, no, you gave me a second number. What was it? No, I gave you the same number 4 times now. The same number.
Thanks, your answer. It doesn't sound like Gracie.
It doesn't sound like Gracie.
Somebody's messing with you.
James McNally says, I don't know what Big Rich's dad's name is. It's Alton. Alton. Alton Richard Price is my dad. Oh my God, it's 108 degrees in France.
Celsius.
Oh, Celsius. Okay.
No, it says
Okay, which one is more clear? Oh, this one's more clear. Let me pour it in here. Okay. Keely says, "Hey, Big Rich, be careful. These are some weird questions. What is your dad's name? What's the phone number? What's next if they, what is your social security number in it?" See, I've never used my dad's name in any of my keywords, my passwords, nothing like that. So I don't care to say that, you know. I get you, and thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate it. James McNally says, "We have a theme park here named Alton Towers. It's my dad's 80th birthday in like 2 days.
Oh,
He still goes out 3 times a week going hunting, coon hunting. He goes to dog shows. He goes to shooting where he shoots rifles at targets and tries winning money and stuff like that. Yeah, can't believe it. He's 80 and I'm like 60 and I'm tore apart. I can't bend. I can't. It hurts. And he's doing much more than I do. But you know what? When people come here, they can't keep up with me. And these young kids in the community service, they can't keep up with me. And I'm like, you should hang out with my dad and try and work with him. No, he's turning 80, not 90. He's turning 80. He was 77 a few years ago. He's turning 80 in like 3 days, 2 days, something like that. Sean says, "Did you learn your work ethic from your dad?" No, I learned my work ethic because I was thrown out at 15. I had no place to live. I lived under a bridge, and I never wanted to be homeless again. And I worked under that bridge at temp agencies for like 2 weeks each one because they needed your paperwork, and I didn't have no paperwork proving I'm 18. I was 15. So I lied and I worked at each temp agency for like 2 weeks. I got me an efficiency, which was $75 a week. You got to have one of the 12 rooms in a house and everybody shared a bathroom. Then I moved up from there to getting an apartment. And then I worked up from there. I got a car and everything else. And I drove back to Florida or to Ohio from Florida at 17. I finished school up here living with my buddy. And, from that point on, I went out and I did everything I could to, get ahead. And, I'm not going to fall behind because of anybody else or whatever. I just know that I'm never going to be homeless again. Rambo says, "Built like machines, that generation. They don't stop or slow down." For sure. Green Queen says, "Someone is going to kidnap your dad for ransom." Yeah, I don't think so. Good luck to that person. He's got all kinds of guns. I don't believe in guns. I don't have guns. He believes in guns. He's got a gun cabinet taller than him, about 6 foot wide, stock full of all kinds of guns. He's even got a rhino gun. Holy shit. So Ann says, "Glad the bridge got put back over the river." I'll bet. Yeah, that was something else. Now I'm able to drive over there, and I gotta mow the lawn over there. It's like 3 foot tall over there. It's so bad.
it's about 3 inches of mud over there.
This too. All the rain we've had. James McNally says, "I'm not a creep people. I don't steal people." I don't know who insinuated that. I've had nothing but respect for you, James. Doompy says it was like 100.4 Fahrenheit in France around Antwerp in Belgium. We had a traffic jam at 105.9 for almost an hour. Glad to be home safe. Holy shit, that'll send you to the hospital for sure.
Yeah, you lose a couple of pounds doing that.
See, Depth Chart says, yeah, people in West Virginia got guns. See, now that's the whole thing. People down there having guns is normal. Me, I had a felony in 1988, and I walked away from drugs and never looked back. I don't have guns no more. You know, I don't mess with guns. I don't have guns here because I'm not allowed. Lynch says, paint your mower orange and put '01 on the side and jump the creek. Yeehaw! The Dukes boys.
I hate to spoil it for you, but it's already been tried. Last time he was over there mowing, he tried to back it into the creek.
I had to go backwards through it because I went forward and got stuck, and I was able to back out. So I turned around, and I backed through it, and got up the other hill.
They're inching closer every time you pull. Good.
All right. Ramo says, I could actually see Big Ridge trying to jump it.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my dirt bike or my dune buggy, not the riding lawnmower. Come on.
Steve said he swore that they'd get a wheel stand.
Is that?
Steve said he swore that they'd get a wheel stand.
Oh, it did with him on it. I was pulling it sideways, and he's just doing wheelies on the damn thing, trying to get it to come up that hill. And I pulled him sideways and got him turned around. It wasn't until he went backwards did we get it turned right, and I was able to pull him up because I had the winch on this side, and that thing was just too strong. Yeah, he was on two wheels for probably about a half hour that day.
No, Billy's right. Yeah, it's never been orange with a one on the side, but
Ouch.
smoke another one and use your imagination.
Jeff Jackson, just don't cut too close at it. See, it's hard. I'm following that the ground goes this way and then it falls down to the river, and I'm trying to get as close as I can to the highway, but I can't tell if the ground is flat or the weeds went down the ground and grew up just as tall, So I'm trying to cut as close as I can, and that lawnmower went like this, and I jumped the shit off of that thing. And I hooked it up to the winch to my four-wheeler, and I had Steve get on it, and I'm pulling myself towards it. In park, all four tires are skidding towards it. So I backed up, and I hooked up to the Bobcat with a strap on the back to the tow hitch. And now I'm trying to pull him forward, and we got it to where it stopped. He'd come up in a wheelie, and it would just stop. I had to have him back up down the hill, hooked up to the winch to where he's turning towards me, and then it came up the hill. That's how we got it out. It was crazy. Steve was the man that day. Oh, my God. Steph Charge says he came up. Steve, I need you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, when you went to go get the lawnmower, you came up to him and said, Steve, I need you.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did. I did. I can't get this out myself. I'm screwed. It was definitely a crazy day. Steve didn't actually know what he was volunteering himself for. Now he's out there on a Kawasaki 1000cc riding lawnmower, doing wheelies, and not getting pulled out. Yeah, Bill Lynch says we lost Scooter this week. Yeah, he died. Robert Stacy says, thinking about running up after August 26th to party after my birthday. August 24th is Tracy's birthday. August 23rd was Skylar's birthday. September 3rd is my birthday. So whatever September 3rd is, whatever that weekend is, it's going to be a week-long celebration. And speaking of, I talked to Skylar this morning. She was always taking that gabapentin medicine, and I told her it was bad for her, and she never believed me. And there was a study made on it, and it says how it makes you dumb. It slows down the synapses from your brain and everything else. And I sent it to her. She's like, "Well, that's never happened to me." But see, the thing is, somebody that's unknowing, or let's say, what do you call that? Ignorant. And I'm not saying somebody's ignorant. I'm saying ignorant means you don't know of anything else, right? Somebody's that's ignorant of real behavior and you're acting your way, you think it's normal. That's why they always say ignorance is bliss. You don't know that you're dumb. Other people know that you're dumb, And I sent it to her as a caring person that here's a proof that shows that gabapentin makes you dumb. Stop taking it. She's like, "Well, that don't do it to me. Act that way." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
How do you tell whether you're dumber or not than you were a little while ago?
Right.
You're asking the wrong person.
Bill Lynch says, "Are you guys attacking the sump tomorrow?" They're attacking the sump out there right now. There's Josh, Reaper, Mark, John Doe. They're out there doing Josh cut the lines earlier today at like 4:00, and they are on it until it's hooked up in the new sump, and the old sump is disconnected because we don't have no filtration so once they started, they can't stop until it's done. So they're going to finish it today. There's no tomorrow.
Yeah, how late it's going to be, man. That monster pond is full.
See, even Summer Lee says, "I hated gabapentin. Didn't touch the pain, but put me in a daze." Yes, when I took it, I felt stupider. I'm like, I'm usually smarter than this. I'm on the ball, and I wasn't very on the ball because it slows down your synapses. And it slows down your nerve pain, not real pain. It slows down nerve pain by stopping your synapses of nerves touching each other. So of course, it's going to slow you down in the mind because that's what your mind is. It's a synapsis and, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not going to pick and choose which synapses it slows down.
Right.
It'll slow them all down.
So, I kept trying to tell her, as a caring person, you shouldn't be taking that. It made me feel, I actually felt stupider when I was on it. And I stopped taking it because, who wants to be stupid? You know what I'm saying? I felt stupid on it. She wants to argue with me. I'm like, okay, stay stupid. You're fine. You know what I'm saying? What are you looking at?
Clock.
6:25. Move this over.
You didn't need to. If I wasn't stupid, I'd just see it at the top of my phone here.
So Raheem AJ says, "So when is the video about the sump, on Monday or Wednesday?" It'll be Wednesday, unless what, I can change the days with Josh. He can do Monday and I can do Wednesday because he's doing this now and it's only Friday.
Yeah.
So he can add to it Saturday, he can add to it Sunday, and then Monday he can put that up. And it's more time righteous. And then I'll put out a goofy video on Wednesday,
What is the drinking word? Oh, John.
John Doe.
John Doe. Yeah, I'd be right with you, Sue Ann, but I got to go out to the deck for that.
Taylor says gabapentin screws with my motor skills because from your brain to your muscles, you get a bunch of like synapses between muscles, between your brain cells, and gabapentin destroys the synapses. So you don't think as quick, you don't move as quick, you don't do anything as quick, and then you're oblivious of how dumb you're acting. Usually, I felt the difference. I felt dumb. I'm like, oh, what? Hang on, I can normally figure this out. What? Explain that to me. Let me understand. What are you saying? Okay, if you do that, okay. Why am I having such a hard time understanding? This is simple. That's when I knew that gabapentin was fucking with me. PJ says, John, here you go, guys.
Glad sent me an emoji with a coffee cup. That's mean.
Okay, 6:27. We're almost up to the Tracy update. Let me call Josh and ask him about that sump update. You guys can hear in the phone call.
Right in the middle of blue.
Hey, buddy, I know you usually put your video out on Wednesday, but in lieu of this situation, everybody knows you're out there, working on the sump and doing that stuff, and you can't stop until it's up and running again in the pool. Do you want to put your video out on Monday? Oh no. Okay. I'll let you go, but just you got today's Friday, you got Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday they can get caught up on that, and I'll put out a video of anything on Wednesday. All right, buddy. Bye. He said he got done with all of it, and they started up the new sump, and there was a crack in one of the 90s that he's got glued in.
Oh no.
So now he has to take that out and find a way to fix wherever he glued it to farther up to replace that corner. So they're doing that now, but
it's always something.
it's almost done. It's
Okay,
almost done.
Great. I'm glad you got it done.
Well, not done, but onto the temporary pool with the other, biological filtration. It's almost done. So then we'll be off of the sump where we can work the next 2 weeks grinding that sump out down to the bare metal and then repainting it, and then cutting out the 800-gallon settling chamber and the sock table, getting that out of there, moving the sump over to the wall and starting it up there. So all right, Murray Dean says 6:30 Tracy update time. Well, I'm sorry, it says 6:29 here.
Oh, I'm gonna go freshen up my coffee while you start the Tracy
All right.
update.
All right, guys, it's Tracy update time. Now that Jerry's gone, I'm kidding. Swan says, we know your clock is off. It is not. My clock is on time. Let me look at my phone. Oh, it says 6:30 now. My phone says 6:31. See, my clock's on time. All right, guys. Tracy, this week, it has been crazy. It's been a crazy week. I've done 3 days of 16 hours straight in a row taking care of her. But you know what? She is doing so good. She is like so easy to take care of compared to other times, She's just a sweetheart. I talk to her. She looks at me. I always give her a kiss on the side of her head right here, by her temple, and tell her I miss her and blah, blah, blah. And try and get her to talk to me and squeeze my hand or look left or right or whatever. I'm forever doing that with her. But, like when I feed her, I tell her, hey, honey, you know, I'm taking care of you. I'm feeding you breakfast now. Today we've got, you know, pancakes with chocolate chips in them and homemade, you know, whipped cream with a little bit of powdered sugar in there and some vanilla. You know, I'm going to hook you up today, baby. And you know, I fill her bag full of food, and you know, it drips into her stomach. She don't get to taste it, you know. So I always talk to her like she's getting like the best breakfast, you know, ever, you know. And she's amazing. She just looks at me, you know, like when I talk, she'll turn her head and her eyes towards me, and then the nurse will talk and she'll look that way. So she's damn well there. But you know, I feel so bad for her that she can't communicate, and she just has to lay there for, you know, 16 hours a day while she's awake and just listen to the TV, be repositioned every 2 hours. I feel so bad for her, you know. She don't deserve this. She was a sweetheart. She was so good, and she learned to be a better person, and she became a better person. She don't deserve this. I 100% in my heart know that she don't deserve this. You know, so you know, when Laura's over, I'm like, honey, your granddaughter's here, you know, and Laura's like, wake up, grandma. And she rubs her arm or something. You know, grandma looks this way, but she can't communicate, you know. It's just such a terrible thing that she's locked in like that. I can't wait till she can be able to start communicating, you know. It's just she don't deserve this. She don't deserve this at all. She's an amazing person. She came back from being an asshole and treating me like dirt, and she ended up homeless. I brought her back in. You stay here. I'll take care of you, but you're gonna, you know, be a good mother to my children. You're gonna be a good friend to me. And you know, there was never other guys involved ever after that. 25 years, there was never nothing. She became a good mother. She looked up to like Laura Ingalls, you know, Little House on the Prairie, and she started, you know, acting like that, and she started being that to the kids, and the kids have absolutely 100% forgave Tracy for what she did to them and what she did to our family. And you know, she became a good person, but I was stuck on stupid. You know, you're a cheater, you're a liar, you know, blah blah blah. I'll never forgive you. You know, I hate you, but you're going to be a good mother to my children. And I made her live like that for like 20 some years, and she just kept taking it and taking it. And then after she died, I saw these letters she wrote to her therapist about how much she wanted to be remarried to me, and I'm the only person on the planet that taught her to become a better person, and she wanted to be more like me. And I sat there for 2 weeks, fucking bawling, reading these letters, you know, that she never gave me. It was amazing. You know, if there's anything I can do now is I promised her I would remarry her if she becomes coherent enough to say yes or no. She deserves that. She deserves to grow up with her granddaughter. Her granddaughter is so sweet, so innocent. And you know, all she ever wanted was a daughter. And you know, it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing, you know. And now she's got grandsons and another granddaughter, and I just know she would lose her damn mind if she knew she had these, you know. She loved kids, and I don't know. I feel so bad for her. Like I feel guilty that I felt when the doctor came in and said she has no brain activity. She's on these 8 machines and she'll never come off any one of them. If you pull any one of these 8 machines, she will die. I'm telling you, pull the plug now. And you know, that dude was an asshole. I'll never forget him. That's Dr. Kumar. Piece of shit. He had me, my 3 sons, and their wives all bawling, you know. And another doctor came in behind him and said, listen, because of the lack of oxygen, her brain might be swollen and the CAT scan will be off. Let's wait till next Friday and let's give her another CAT scan. And that's our only hope. You know, we got some hope. We got something we can hang on to, guys. You know, yes, let's do that. So By next Friday, we go to have the CAT scan, but see what you don't understand. She worked off of 7 of those 8 machines by next Friday that Dr. Kumar said she'll never work off of. If we pull any plug to any one of these machines, she'll die. So fuck Dr. Kumar. She was, and then the CAT scan came back. She had plenty of brain activity. Okay. Anoxic brain injury means her brain stem died from lack of oxygen. But people say, you'll never ever regain your brain if it dies, because it don't regain that kind of things. And you know what? I've seen so many people on all these things that people have sent me, wake up after 3 years, wake up after 5 years, wake up after 10 years, and they remember everything. They remember everything anybody's ever said about them while they were in a coma and they couldn't talk back. They remember it all, but they have to relearn to walk, relearn to talk, relearn to. I don't have no delusions that Tracy will just come back one day. I'm hoping. Here's my hopes. Okay. Shit. Okay, I'm hoping that she can come back far enough to where she can say yes and no, either by looking left or right, blinking her eyes, squeezing her hand, or looking at the yes no board. And then I can make some sort of conversation with her that she can communicate with me. Once she reaches that stage, I can make her life so much happier than it is now. She can, if she's hungry, I can feed her. If she has to go number 2, I can help her. If she, I don't know. I just know that if she could get to that point, life would be so much better for her. And I feel so bad for her right now because she lays there. She listens to TV. She hears the TV. The nurse gets her up in the daytime for 2 hours and lays her back down. She just like, what about the other 18 hours of the day that she's awake? She's just laying there. And then she hears me talking to her all the time, but she can't talk back. She deserves better than that. She was such a good girl to me for the last 25 years. And I was stuck on stupid, never giving her a chance again. I promised her that if you can get to the point where you can say yes or no, I will remarry you, and I just, that's all I want is that, the minimal, just let me have a little bit more than she's got now. She looks at me, she watches me, she looks at the nurse, she is there. Please just let me get to the point where she can communicate back and I can make her have a happier life. I'm not asking for her to snap back and, go back to being good to me. I don't care about any of that. I just want to be able to communicate with her, have her be able to communicate her desires and not be stuck in this locked in bullshit anymore. I don't know. She was an amazing woman, and I should have forgave her 20 years ago, and I never did. I don't know. Sue Ann says, exactly why I have a living will. After a set amount of time, pull my plug. I don't want ever to be locked in. I don't want to live like that, and I don't want my family to live taking care of it. But see, after a certain time, I could have pulled the plug when she first went down, because any one of those plugs would have killed her. She was on kidney dialysis. If she didn't get her kidneys, filtered, she'd have died. She was on the breathing machine, she'd have died. She's not on any of that. She worked within 1 week. She worked off of all that. I can't pull a plug out there where she'll just pass. It is now murder. Okay, I would have to starve her to death. There's no chance of this. I would never do this to somebody in my family. I love her. I would never. She's like one of my children now. I have to take care of her. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's no plug to pull at this point. Shit. There's no plug to pull at this point, you know. Well, you guys say you're buffering a lot, but I'm hooked up through Gigabyte Network, straight wired to the internet. So it's something on everybody else's end.
It's cycling a lot.
You know what? I'll take a break here. You guys close down and reopen it and start it over again. All right, so let's wait here for a little bit and let everybody restart. Oh my goodness. Actually, you know, let me restart. Okay, I can't get this thing to restart. All right. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot more stuff that wasn't there before. Robert Stacy says, I believe he's going to get better with all your heart. See, you're getting better and it will happen. Don't give up. I will never give up. And forgive yourself. Move on with being angry at yourself. You know, I was stuck between you fooled me, you screwed me over, you lied to me. I'm never going to trust you again because that's the natural response. But she did 25 years of putting up with my hatred, putting up with me, you know, you were a fucking slut, you were a whore, I'll never forgive you, blah blah blah. And she put up with all this, and all she ever wanted was to be remarried to me. And I didn't believe it. But then after she died and I saw all these letters that I guess her therapist told her to write, like, to me, but never give them to me, that's for her own thing. I read all this, and that girl just wanted nothing more than to be remarried to me. She absolutely loved me. I know that for a fact. And that's why there's no doubt in my mind. I will never stop taking care of her until she comes back. And she deserves, I believe in my heart, she deserves to come back. 100%. She deserves to raise her granddaughter and play Barbies with her. And, she deserves this. She's missing out on so much. And it kills me. Goodness. All right. Garcia Aquatic says, hey, Big Rich, my family and I are sending you a lot of prayers and love to you and your family. Oh, thank you, Garcia Aquatics. I appreciate that. No, you don't understand how caring people are until something devastating hits. And I hate it to be that way because everybody should be wearing like a little sign above their head over, and it turns a good heart, turns a good person into evil and hatred, because of all the users. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, Robert says you're going to do 25 years of hating yourself. No, I did that. And I didn't hate myself. I hated her. And she put up with it. And she kept on trying. All she ever wanted was to be remarried to me. And I'd be like, hell no. Look what you did to me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I should have been maybe 5 years of hatefulness and started to believe in her, because she spent the next 25 years treating me like gold and hating men. I mean, she hated men. And, you know, I don't know. I should have forgave her a lot sooner. Now I completely forgive her. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. I know how I should have been fucking. Everybody's saying it's good now.
I think it's good now.
Yeah.
Did the bugs come back?
I'm feeding her proper.
Yeah, mine's on.
I ain't gonna unplug it then.
Don't unplug it. Yeah, you're good.
I'm not good. You took my phone.
Was that your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, you got two. You always mess me up with these two phones, Reed. Jeez. Oh, here's my phone.
Hello? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. The live stream,
Yeah.
we're doing the live stream, so I
Back
got to
to
go.
just a normal
Who's that?
delay.
My brother.
John, leave us alone, son. We're doing the live stream.
He says he knows. He wants to be on it.
Then you should have showed up here. We could have ate together.
Yeah, you got a
He
bigger
says,
bag of
maybe
that
next
fish.
week.
Yeah, come on over, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Stop by Trader Jack's and bring us some fish.
Okay.
We're back.
Bye. Okay. And
Okay. So I guess the Tracy update is over with. I'm done crying. We're good. You guys don't understand how hard it is for me to talk about Tracy without, tearing up. I spent the whole week. Let's fix this. Let's build that. Let's do this. Let's upgrade that. Let's do this. And it keeps me busy. And I work until I'm absolutely dead tired and I have to go to sleep. And then I don't have to think about the shit that's happened to Tracy and how bad it is and how fucked up it is and how she didn't deserve this and all this shit,
hi, everybody. Bye, everybody. I just stopped in for a second, and then we seen everything was down, so everything's good. I got to get back out there and give my hand real quick. We're testing now.
How far is the new sump going?
We had one bulkhead blow out. We already replaced it. We're filling.
Oh, you replaced it?
Yeah.
He was able to cut it and
we
put
got,
more
we
in?
got it replaced. We're filling and testing. Trouble getting it started.
Check to make sure the monster pond's not overflowing.
No. We're using that to drain to fill up the sump.
Right up at the top there when I was out there.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Later.
Later. You didn't say stay fishy. You didn't say bye to my people. Nothing.
Taking lessons from
Stay
that.
fishy, my friends.
I knew I'd get him back in here. Shit. Reaper, is that the seafood place you've been eating at? Close? Yeah, it's close to us. It's right here in Menor. Or I think it's I forget the name of this city, but it's closer than Menor.
I know Reaper said it was further away. And that big slab of fish they were chewing on sure looked good.
Marie Dean says, what I want to know is how does Reaper stay so skinny eating all that good food he eats with his brother? You know what? This is what makes me want to smack Reaper upside the head. Because I can't. I look at the food he's eating and I gain weight. You know what I'm saying? He eats and eats and eats and eats and eats and he stays skinny as shit.
If I ate that much, even I'd put on weight.
You should. You need to.
I don't have that much to eat. Spend all day cooking and eating.
Marie Dean says, I look at food and get fat. Me too, Marie. Garcia Aquatic says, Big Rich, did you see my message? No, I'm sorry. I can go back and look. I'm looking. Okay. Big Rich, if you ever need to talk, just get my number from Sue Ann and Steve. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sue Ann says, Jerry, next time we come up, we need to go. Oh, to these places. Okay, gotcha.
That's between me and my wallet, kid. That's not necessarily. I mean, it's reasonable for what you get, but that's not a cheap place to eat. If I remember right, it was like $17 for that slab of fish and fries.
Crazy Cichlid says, what are you selling on eBay? Your phone never stops. We've got a bunch of sales on eBay. I've sold on eBay for like the last 14 years, you know. Me and Tracy used to go out to like garage sales and just pick up stuff and put it up for sale. You know, I used to do a lot more. Like one year I made $330,000 selling on eBay. I've never made that since, but that's what we did. We went out to garage sales, we'd buy junk and put it on eBay and sell it, you know.
Yeah, I suppose.
Tyler says, for real, and he's Italian. I'm Italian and I'm a little bigger. I'm 6 foot and 240. Thank you to Rich. I am down a lot more than I thought I could be. So thank you. I'd love to be an inspiration. I'm 242 right now and 6'1". I'm stuck at 242. I'm trying to get under. I would love to get to like 225, 230, but I'm going to have to like stop eating completely to kick it into the next level of losing weight. Because what I'm doing now is just keeping me at 242. All right. It's 7 o'clock and I've got my last drink. You know, I allow myself 3 drinks every Friday.
John Doe.
John Doe. What an asshole. No, kidding. Love you, John. Tyler says, no, seriously, thank you, Rich. Well, you know what? If I can inspire anybody to either lose weight, become a better person, do better in life, anything, make your life better, that makes me happy. I can inspire people to do better. I mean, what person wouldn't love that? You know what I'm saying? I love that. That's amazing. So then it says, shout out to the couch.
I guess so.
What couch?
I have no idea.
Do you know of a couch around here?
She shows a fish and then something else there. So I don't know. She's right though. You pay $15 for Burger King, so I guess 17 for some fish and chips. All I know is it looked like it tasted good.
Dominic says, I turned 50 on the 12th of August and my brother bought me a dirt bike. There's a whole new way to hurt yourself right there. I've got dirt bikes outside right now, a CR250, and you know, it can do a 5-gear wheelie. I can set it down between every gear and pull it back up. Every gear, all 5 gears. That's how badass that bike is. But you know what? I have nothing to prove to anybody anymore. I really don't ride that bike no more. But it's there because I love the bike. But
I'll go with the recliner chair. You can have the bike. Marley Jim, you don't want me to get started on recliner chair.
He's been begging me for a recliner chair for like 3 years. Leelord says, I'm down 185 from 225 just from eating baked beans on toast for 2 months. Are you eating that London food? Jesus. Aiden says, I turned 33 on the 12th of August. This is my birthday, Fishy Friday, so happy to be here. Well, happy birthday, Aiden.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll drink one for you. Happy birthday. Bill Lynch says, I hurt myself sleeping. That's what happens when you get older. This shit happens. I woke up and like for 3 days, I couldn't turn my head left. I couldn't look down. So I'm trying to pee in the toilet and I can't look down to see my stream if it's pointing right. It sucks so bad. For 3 days, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? What did I do? I just slept, you know? Hayden says, thank you, Big Rich. My #1 channel for sure. Love my fishy family. Crazy Cichlid says, Reaper's brother has lost some weight. Yes, me and him have been on.
It did look like he lost some weight.
Yeah, me and him have been on this diet, war. We both started at like over 350. And then, he lost weight, I lost weight, and I was winning the first like 4 months. And then he got ahead of me. When I was stuck at like 255 for like 2 months, he got down to 242. Now I'm at 242.
Yeah.
And, he's trying, but, it's hard. Bill Lynch says, Rich, I'm working on restoring my father's drag car, 84 Trans Am, 12 seconds. Awesome. So I'm at least putting out all the links for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, yeah. She's doing a good job. She's a great mom. I mean, I don't even have to ask her, and she just does these things.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, thank you. That's amazing.
So mods do. Yeah, Garcia Aquatics, 5 fish members. They sent out 5 fish memberships to people.
Okay, so Dominic received the gift membership by Garcia Aquatics. Garcia Aquatics received a gift membership. Okay.
Oh, you're gifting yourself. Good shot.
I don't think they have a choice in it. It's like,
Yeah, it's whoever's on the list.
Right. Joe Thomas says, received a gift membership. Aviation by Jensen received a membership. And Swafu received a membership. Thank you, Garcia Aquatics. You guys are awesome. Crazy Sickness, how are you, Jerry? The face of OFR legend. A legend. I'm the legend over here. He's the guy that is supposed to sweep up the corner stuff, No, he's a legend in his own mind. No, I'm kidding.
The shots just keep coming.
They just keep coming.
Yeah. Paybacks are a bitch.
I didn't know that. I'm racking up some shit.
Yeah, you racking up some receipts here.
This is a bullshit, Jerry.
Keep receipts.
Oh. All right, guys, it's 7 o'clock. What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk music? You want to talk food? You want to talk cars? You want to talk guitars? You want to talk fish? Come on now. See, Aquatic says, no problem at all. I love y'all. We've got him fooled, huh? Well, at least there's one person out there that think we're cool. Okay, Achilles says, Rich, I want to know what's your favorite catfish? Also, what do you like more, red tail or Peruvian shark? Peruvian shark for sure, because they're more like a shark. They can never stop swimming. They have to go. And all my red tails stop at like 36, 38 inches. Every once in a while, we'll get one to get 40, but I've got 3 Peruvian sharks at 40, 46 inches right now. And they'll go to 8 foot, Absolutely love them. Oh. Vasquez family says, make that 2 people that think you're totally cool. I got 2 people that think I'm cool. Yes. I have made it in life. Deb Chart says you should grow a beard, Rich. You know what? Growing beards make you look old. I don't want to look old. Right. Sue Ann says, no, Steve, you should shave yours. Yes, look younger. Exactly. Be like Big Rich. Shave your hair. All right. Any other suggestions what we should talk about here? We got another hour. Crazy Cichlid says, monkey skull fucking, what a story. Somebody
Yeah.
deleted it. Okay.
I'll get us deleted.
Well, I understand that. Bill Lynch says, any public aquariums coming for visit anytime soon? No. James McNally says, make that 3 people that Big Rich think you're cool. Okay, I got 3 people.
That makes
Woohoo!
that makes you cereal. Takes 3 to be cereal.
Keely says, if you could upgrade any piece of your fish room, what would it be and why? It would be the actual fish room before the pool room, because the pool room is huge. The fish room is smaller, and we've got a 16-foot by 36-foot area behind it that we can extend that out. And why? Because we've got more tanks than we know what to do with, and they're out there under the carport that we need to bring in. I would love to have that done.
Besides that, you still want to build your 2,000 gallon, right?
Yes.
The room ain't big enough.
Crazy Secklin says, your pet monkey story. I told that story so many times, and you guys really want to hear it?
There's James now leaving me out of something. I didn't notice.
Tyler says, Island movie and book, Jerry and Rich and Fishy Family, just one movie and a book. Can you see us dancing on these fucking, musicals that they put on these, like Jungle Book? You've got the big bear dancing with this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Doing a movie's not bad enough. You want to go for musical? I need to see you playing, and it goes like this.
You know, that's my biggest problem. I can't play a
I
rhythm
know.
that's so badass. Do you guys understand this? Do you guys see these guys playing like a lead guitar and they're ripping off and they're just going off? And then the vocals come in, right? And then here's Big Rich. I'm in the background and whatever the rhythm is, let's say it's going. That's the rhythm, okay? If you come up and talk to me while I'm playing guitar, it's fucked up. I have to answer you just like this. I can't talk to you any way else. You know what I'm saying? I have to follow the rhythm that my guitar is playing, and I can't sing out of tune. I'm in tune with my guitar. I don't get it.
I can't be critical. I don't even try.
Oh, my point is, you come up and talk to me like, "Hey, Rich, you know, blah blah. Worse is it?" I'm like, "It's right over there and by the trailer." You know, I can't get out of my mind of the same rhythm that I'm playing. And it kills me. These guys are out there and they're playing lead guitar and they're screaming. They're doing this. How can you do two different melodies with your vocals when I have to follow my guitar? Period. I don't get it. It's crazy. This is why, like on Metallica, you know, I can and you know we can play the song. But when it comes time to like backups, I can do running on our way, hiding, we will be dying. You know, 1,000 deaths. And I can do these backups, yelling backups. I can do this, but it has to be in line with the guitar. I cannot be like, you know, everyone else is yelling, running, and I go, and the story goes. I can't do that. It has to be the same thing they're saying in coercion with my guitar. Running on our way, hiding, you will be dying, 1,000 deaths. You know, I can do that. I just can't take another rhythm on. I mean, it's just it's sad to me because I see all these musicians that are so much better than me, and they can do this. You know, like singing and playing guitar at the same time. Your singing is a different tempo, it's a different structure than your guitar playing is. You know, it's crazy. Bill Lynch says, "Can you chew gum and play?" Yes, I can do that. I just can't be out of tempo of the guitar.
The gum gets a good rhythm.
Okay, so Tyler says, if you're stuck on an island and you could only take one book and one movie, the one movie I would take, ooh, that's rough.
Which porno movie is that?
It's not a porno. You
Stuck on
asshole.
an island.
I'm stuck on an island. Yes. I think, so there's so many great movies. I think The Flight of the Navigator would be my movie. And what's the other question?
One book.
Oh, one book? Ooh, geez, I don't know one book. Okay. I don't remember what that book was called. It's been a long time, but I read a book for school and I absolutely loved it. There was George and the simple guy. And he was like, I will love my rabbit. I will pet my rabbit. I will, you know, blah, blah, blah. And George had to shoot him in the back of the head because he was facing death from other people, this and that, because he was such a big, strong, heavy guy. I forget the name of the movie that it turned into or the video, but I loved that book. It was amazing.
Lenny.
Lenny was the guy's name, yes. Like, I will love him and I will pet him and I will take
You're
care of him.
back behind. Some people are answering you down here.
Oh, are we? Okay. Of Mice and Men, yes.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I loved that movie. I hated that Lenny had to get shot. I mean, I actually cried. It was a great movie, though.
Did you get around to watching Secondhand Lions yet?
No.
We got it. It's a good movie.
Check it out. Yeah, it was George Steinbeck of Mice and Men. That's what it was. Yep.
Well, that's hard to beat. I mean,
That was such a great movie.
it's
Or a great story.
classic. The book,
Yeah.
the movie,
Everything. Yeah.
yes.
Lee Lord says, Rich is Jerry, you're young. Do I look younger than him? Look at that old ass motherfucker.
He's
Fuck
talking,
you.
He can't spell it. He's talking about Gary, not Jerry. It says Gary.
It says Jerry.
It's G-E-R-R.
Gary. Who's Gary?
I don't know.
There ain't no Gary around here. It's you.
You got a younger brother named Gary?
No. Only thing I have is you. You showed up here and says, hey, I'm here to help. This is my retirement plan.
Give you a whole lot of choice about it, yeah.
I didn't give you didn't give me no choice. I'm like, I have the live stream going. Just sit here. I gotta go. You know, I didn't know what to say to you.
I spent my first hour here sitting out by the tank when we still had the living room there. Then stretched out on that couch, burning a big pipe full while
How the fuck?
watching OFR on my phone while I'm watching the fish swim around all around me.
Crazy Cichlid says, you look older than Jerry, Big Rich. How the fuck is that possible? You're 77?
Close.
You got beard, hair, fucking everything's white, everything's I got a little bit of gray right here. Now, if I close this, look at that. That's all brown. Jerry, do you have any brown in your hair?
Yeah, there's some there.
Let me see. No, there isn't. It's a little bit less gray. I'll go with that.
I think Billy is going to get a timeout, so that's Jerry after.
That's funny. That's fucking funny. He didn't spell it that way.
I've heard it before. So no, it's nothing new. But it didn't surprise me when it came up.
Oh my goodness.
John Doe, everybody.
There you go, John Doe.
Oh, that's cold. Need to warm up my coffee.
Cold coffee.
Yeah.
Well, 7:21. We got like a half hour left, guys. What do you want to talk about?
Oh man, Harley Jeff's got a good idea, man. The Silmarillion. That book you can read 1,000 times and come out different every freaking time.
Really? I've never even heard of it.
It's the historic where the Lord of the Rings came from.
Okay.
It's all the history of all the,
Players.
yeah.
Okay.
Man, it's nuts. He really created a whole world.
What's going on up there? Who knows?
I don't know, probably John.
Who's in the hallway?
Somebody's in the bathroom right now. I can see the light under the door. Probably John.
Marie Dean says, gotta get my daughter in bed, still watching. I won't be able to comment. That's okay.
All right.
You're okay. Suanne says, hashtag grumpy old man.
It's a good movie.
Oh.
There's something about secondhand lions. I don't know if It's a matter of being able to relate to a lot of those without actually living through that 30s.
What was that movie
Yeah,
where
the
the guy
dead.
took the thing and he pressed a button and it would like bash into your head, like Grumpy Old Man or something like that.
I don't know. You got me on that.
Come on, guys, help me out. He would take this thing and it would like put a deadbolt out, like your finger would go right through your brain and come back in.
Oh, it's one of them pig killers they use.
I don't know. Could be.
They use something like that in a slaughterhouse.
Right. I almost had the name on the tip of my tongue and I can't say it now. That sucks. No Country for Old Men. Thank you. That's it, Hayden. You are the #1 fan of the day. Hell yeah.
Somebody's called Volt. Yeah.
Bill Lynch says, Sue Ann, I think we're watching the old guys from the Muppets right now. Me and you are the old guys in the loft of the Muppets? I don't think so. God damn. Friend Seth Fisher says, I said it first, I should be the fan of the day. You are the fan of the day. I'm sorry I didn't see it. Thank you. That's what I couldn't get that old country for old men. Something like, I don't know. That was the movie I was talking about though. It was crazy.
Yeah, Silmarillion is not easy to read.
Yeah.
Reading the Bible's about the same, but it's a good storybook too.
Francis just says, yay. As long as we're all happy, that's all that matters. You know, love making you guys happy, love having happiness in our lives, you know. Lorenz says, this does remind me of ZZ Top. Bill Lynch says, Rich reminds me of Animal. Do you remember that in the Nerds movie? I always related to Animal.
I think he's talking about Animal on the Muppets.
Oh, you stop it. Backhand you. You shouldn't have jumped like that, like I'd really backhand you. Don't jump like that.
I was blocking, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'd never hit you. You shouldn't jump like that.
No, it's not that. It's muscle memory.
Okay.
It happens. I was right. He said no Muppets.
Achilles says, that's muscle memory. Ha, that's genius response. It says muscle memory. Do it again. See, you didn't respond at all.
You're no threat. We haku on you here.
Yeah, I don't even know ancient hakus on me. Oh, yeah. Ogre was the Revenge of the Nerds. That's the dude I thought I was like.
Animal Fit, though.
Right.
He's a good actor. A better football player, but a good actor.
Hayden says, go look at the comments, friends. I got it before you. I got to fight for the #1 fan of Over. You are #1 fan of Overstar, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go get a tattoo.
Hey, you get a tattoo of Big Rich, you got free tours for life here. I'm just saying. You show me the tattoo of Big Rich, you get in for free with all your friends.
I gotta go warm my coffee up so I can John Doe everybody.
And nobody's showing up with a tattoo of Jerry. He said, no, fuck you. That's what he said. That's what he said. He's so funny. James McNally says, see, next Friday, are we still going to hear about Greg? No, I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to advertise him. You know, he's a putz. Deb Chart says, Rich, I'll get an OFR tattoo if you pay for it. I'm looking to pay for it, but if somebody gets one, they get royal treatment here. That's all I'm saying. Bob Taylor says, will a tramp stamp do, Big Rich? Does it say OFR or How Fish Rescue or Big Rich? Yes, it matters. Yes, it applies. Yes, absolutely. Deb Charge is just kidding. No, you weren't. Sue Ann says, there you go, Rich. Next yard sale, mod-free tats for volunteers. I'll tattoo you myself for volunteers. You want to show up here and work? I'll tattoo you. I'm not saying I'm any good. Tyler says, Big Richard's bitchin' kitchen with a tramp stamp would be hilarious. No, I would change it to like, you would like to eat here and an arrow pointing down. That's good. That's fine with me. Aiden says, I'm going to call my artist and get it in the works for an OFR tattoo. You get an OFR tattoo, you get free reign here. You get to stay here for free. You get to come here, live here. We got the dragon room with its own bathroom. That's all your room. You do that. For sure. For sure. Payne says, we can both be the number one. I'll share it with you. We have equal power now at OFR. Hell yeah, you do. Oh, Bill Lynchman sending me messages. He goes, you're in a great mood tonight. Glad to see that. And he sends Animal on the drum set. That's where Animal come from. The drum set of Sesame Street. That's Animal. Yup. Sue Ann says Jim Sheasley is the only one with an OFR tattoo.
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely.
As far as we know.
So far. No, we had somebody shave their head OFR and send it in to us. And then we had somebody do a tattoo and send it in to us. And then Jim Sheasley, tattooed himself.
Yeah.
So Hayden says, I'm going to be joining the ranks of Jim Sheasley soon.
Good.
Wow. Okay. If you need any certain pictures, I'll send them to you for your tattoo. James McNally says, where do you plan on retiring to when you hand the business to Josh?
6 foot deep.
Fuck you. The ideal situation was me and Tracy planned on going to Sturgis, planned on going to Daytona 500, getting a big cruiser Harley and having matching helmets that we could talk to each other. And then me and her could talk to each other the whole way on the way, and end up going to these shows. This is what we both wanted. And it turned out Tracy died on me. And, I ended up getting the bikes of my dream now. but I don't have the matching helmets. But I told Tracy, and like I told her, your pond is done in the backyard. We built a cement patio. We did a gazebo. I got you patio furniture and couches and all that. It's all done, honey. You need to come back to us. And it's just amazing that we're so close to doing what we actually agreed that we wanted to do, but she's not here yet.
You
know what
still
I'm saying?
can. You just get a medical van and paint a motorcycle on both sides. Little bobbleheads in the windows.
Why does Tracy have to be a bobblehead?
I didn't say Tracy as a bobblehead. I said put little bobbleheads in the window.
So is that Jerry and Reaper following us? The
Probably,
bobbleheads?
yeah.
I'm sorry. He says that is so damn cool. You got to see him in real life, not swim with him in depth. Would have loved to do that.
This is a winner.
He was an amazing fish. I mean,
Yeah, he
a
was.
7 foot long, and then the way he popped on the water scared everybody. He just he sucked in the water in the air and he popped. And man, everybody jumped back,
Not everybody. My granddaughter swam with him. Actually used him to stabilize herself in the water.
All right, see you, Tyler.
Well,
See you, brother.
travel well.
He said movie night with the littlest daughter. Oh, isn't that sweet?
That's nice.
You're gonna learn one day, Tyler. Family don't mean shit, and it's friends. Oh, kid. It's all family. It's all family.
Go watch The Incredible Mr. Limbo with her.
Oh, that is such a great movie. I love that movie. That's the first movie that got me into fish. I love that movie.
You know how when Nemo come out, all of a sudden everybody's buying little Nemos.
Mhm.
When this comes out and
But
everybody's
Don
buying,
Knotts comes out.
everybody's buying. But Don Knotts was based on the Mozambique tilapia.
Right.
Okay,
And nobody wanted it.
they still can't. Yeah, people were still buying the Mozambique.
Right, they were after that movie, for sure.
Where you talk about an ugly fish.
But they expected this fish to talk to them. It didn't
Right.
happen. Genuine Alley says, how long have you been known, Sue-Ann? Big Rich? I don't know what you're talking about. I've been known for like 10 years. I'm like a
Been known, Sue-Ann?
minimal, celebrity
I
online.
I think he's talking about how long has Sue-Ann known me.
Okay.
Or he's asking how long have you known Sue-Ann, Big Rich?
Oh, I don't really know her.
Oh, okay. She has to be a little bit more approachable.
She has to be more approachable, for sure. Absolutely.
And then you can get to know her.
And then I can get to know her.
She ain't going to cook for me next time, is she?
No, she's not going to cook for you no more. That's it.
I just stuck my foot in my mouth.
Speaking of cooking, would you like some chocolate chip pancakes in the morning?
Strawberry.
Or I don't have strawberries.
I'll order some.
You can order them if you want.
It's worth it for making those strawberry jellies. You're going to make your whipped cream?
I'll make homemade whipped cream. I've got that stuff in the fridge. Yeah.
I'm game. You
Okay.
want strawberry pancakes in the morning?
I'll cook them for you,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep.
You know why? Because you've been eyed this week. You've been eyed. You ain't been an asshole. You ain't been a dick. You've been alright.
Okay, cook yourself some bacon.
Oh, I would love that, but no, I can't do that.
Oh, you can't. I mean, you're only eating once a day. You can't have bacon.
I
for
know,
one of your
but
meals.
I said to myself today, because I'm stuck on 242
Oh, bake that bacon and
for
you're
the
gonna
next
eat it.
3
You know
days,
that.
I can't eat nothing because I want to get below 242.
Don't torture yourself.
I have to torture myself
Uh,
to kick it into, the next level
torturing yourself is standing there making strawberry pancakes
for somebody else, and you can't eat them. Right.
All right, go ahead and torture yourself. Oh, that does sound good, man. I'm gonna hold you to it, man.
Okay. Oh shit! It jumped way ahead.
I'll get back where he's asking how long you've known Suan.
Suan says, "Who's Big Rich?" Fuck off, bitch. Hayden says, "I know Rich puts you to work. If you are there, you are working, but I'm a workhorse. Bring it on. As long as I can drink and swim as well. Hell yeah, Hayden. You will work your ass off." Summerlee says, "I'm a caregiver. It's hard for me to get away. It's hard for me to get away. That's why we have the Friday nights." That charge says she don't like her eggs all runny. I don't know who's talking about runny eggs. We serve good eggs here with melted cheese on it.
Over easy now. That egg yolk is the best damn steak sauce you ever had. When I'm cooking myself a steak for myself, I always set a little dish about 4 egg yolks with a little bit of butter and garlic, and warm it up and get it bubbling, and then pour that over my steak.
Okay.
With that simmered garlic in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're having an orgasm right now.
I know, man. Especially when you got a lot of 2-inch cut of meat.
Right.
And you can stick a couple of small cloves in the.
Oh, just grab them in
stick
there.
them in there and cook them right in the meat. That is good. That's enough to make my mouth orgasm. I'll tell you that. I'm drooling at the corner.
Jerry is drooling and having a mouth orgasm right now. Oh my goodness. Can you talk to them for a minute? I need a 4th drink.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Shit.
Well, sorry, that's a wild idea. 50-50 raffle, grand prize, flying 2 people to Cleveland to stay at OFR for the weekend.
You know what? I bet so many people stay here. It's okay. Sorry, Jerry, I'm using your chair.
Hayden says he's buying all those raffle tickets. There's our soft boiled egg. They're good. I poach them sometimes, especially if I'm making a bowl of rice or some ramen or something. I'll poach a couple of eggs and drop them in the ramen or in the steamed rice. We'll make some Spanish rice with a couple of poached eggs in it, a little bit of cheese. It's one of my favorite comfort foods. Sue told me to shut up. Yeah, he didn't need to do that, man. I'm trying to, what am I going to talk about? Poached eggs on toast? Sue had to tell me to shut up because I was already shut up. That's one way to get me to do it. Y'all know, everybody. I miss my vape. It's always nice to have friends out here, man. I mean, it's part of the insanity of living here. You never know what's going to happen next. Yeah, Will Sar asked if I'm a Grateful Dead fan. I mean, I like their music, but I'm not more a fan of them than I am anybody else of that type of music. When I walked away from the bands, I kind of quit keeping track of who was playing what. I mean, I started listening to music back in the mid '50s with beach rock and roll, you know, and running around with the bands for a while, playing roadie and oh, Sue Ann's got to turn me into Bob. Yeah, thanks again, Bob. Well, I'm not a huge fan, but they cut some beautiful music. Leave me depth charge. I'd rather be sitting on the deck right now, too. I'd love to be able to take this around with me. I mean, to be able to do this and show the tanks and stuff on a live stream with feedback from people, answer questions. Man, I mean, physically, my mouth's about the only thing that really works anymore. Anytime, Hayden. You don't want to sit on the deck with Jerry after a hard day of work and listen to crazy life stories and drinking a beer. Let's do it. I mean, it's not the age that gets you, it's the mileage. And I'm extremely high mileage on everybody's scale. I'm starting to feel like that Volvo that turned over 3 million miles. Can you believe that? Can't believe that, man. I mean, it's a Volvo. The maintenance is expensive, but boy, are they 3 million miles. Right. Now I get some good thunderstorms out back. I can't wait to. I mean, it's been on the back burner for a while, getting some a couple of recliners out there on the back deck, back in there close to the wall where they wouldn't be getting wet all the time. But man, we'd have to keep ferrets out there to keep the mice out. Chris Nichols says pizza and beer. Pizza, yes. And beer used to be better, but I haven't drank in over 47 years. So, and beer was never one of my choices anyhow. But back when, man, a good stiff ale, a dark ale, along with a good slice of pizza, that was a nice meal. Yeah, depth charge, the peace and tranquility of the back deck. He's right, but watching the fall go to the pond, that is nice. What's that? Harley Jim's the cigarette filters in the wash, the tobacco gets, that'll kill you faster. You got me on that one. I don't know whatever. Every time I get any more, anytime somebody mentions cigarettes, there's a scene in one of the Ghostbuster movies where the girl's spouting some silly jokes, and she says, "You know what the difference is between a hamster and a cigarette?" And the ghost says, "No, what?" And she says, "They're both completely safe until you stick one end in your mouth and light the other." And that visualization of sticking a hamster in your mouth and lighting the end, it just blows me away. I can't help but grin and smile. It's nuts. It doesn't make any difference which end you light. You're gonna raise hell. Any out there ever had a hamster turn mean on you? Boy, them little guys can fight. Yeah, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. You know, I used to believe that if I smoked all day, nobody'd know I was stoned. It doesn't work. Joanne shows a coffee cup. Yes, I do. I don't know if Rich has left the building, but he's taking his time. And stop in and visit with Tracy. I've never put anything in my coffee. I don't know. I like my coffee strong and black. Matter of fact, I drink the special blend most of the time. It's a Jerry alive. Yes, he's still living. Ask questions. Yeah, just don't expect any answers. Hey, look forward to seeing you someday. Hope I'm still around here. I'm not sure exactly where the snake went. I know it's not in the cage anymore, and they said they went put it someplace else because it's not eating. Uh, I know it didn't. I know it didn't die. Jerry likes the devil. No, not necessarily. I mean, you got to believe in one before you can believe in the other. I believe in evil, but it's in the hearts of men, not anything to do with outside influences. Oh, Jerry likes the devil lettuce. I'm sorry. Let you finish that sentence? Ouch. No, I'm not Christian, but I'm not anti Christian like I used to be either. I'm accepting. I believe in the power of belief. If you believe in it, it works for you. And nobody's got the right to preach what they believe to somebody else without them wanting to. I want to know about your spirituality, I'll ask. And I feel the same way about somebody else. Well, I'm hoping Harley Jem says she thinks Preston took it back. I don't want to comment because I don't know for sure. But I hope that's where it went, at least someplace where they can monitor it and get it to eat something. We not only had trouble feeding it, I mean, it was a bitch to feed it.
What are you talking about?
The green snake.
Oh yeah, the green tree boa.
Yeah, did Preston take it back?
No, he's at the doctor's office now because he got mites. He did not eat, and
Yeah,
he
I
was
know.
wasting away. So we took it to the vet, and it's doing better now. They did they explained to me a soap hot water bath and got rid of the mites,
Yeah,
and they told us to put them sticky things you put up for flies into the enclosure, and all the mites will get stuck to that.
so he.
Okay. Well, no, he's not there. He's at the
Oh, put him in there while he's not in there.
right.
Okay.
And so that's the way we figured things out,
Maybe
and we
it's
got
not such a good idea to have that toad in with him.
right. So anyway, it's all good.
That's a messy cleanup. Suanne says, if I watched Josh's reel, I know. I watched Josh's reel. I
Here's the
didn't
thing.
exactly. I know.
Here's the thing. No.
I knew they
You
had
gotta
moved
stop
it.
listening to Sue-Ann. Okay, because she's gonna say whatever she wants to say, and she's gonna make you feel bad about everything. Right, Sue-Ann? No, I'm kidding. We love Sue-Ann. Was that too much? Is that what that was?
Deb Charles, your turtles are doing good. Are you ready to take back over?
Who?
Deb Charles asked Preston, said Preston should take their turtles. No, those two little Vietnamese turtles are doing real good.
We have turtles still?
Yeah, we have their turtles. They brought those two Vietnamese pond turtles.
They're still here?
Yeah.
Preston didn't take them?
Okay, you got me on that one. I haven't looked since I didn't even know Preston was here.
Oh, gotcha. I thought he was supposed to take the turtles.
Oh, I don't know.
They're probably still there.
I mean, other than taking up room for more turtles, they're just fine.
Other Jem says, we're trying to cause shit.
That's right.
I don't cause shit.
No,
I
that's
just
the only
cause shit.
It's not the only place we can put turtles, but it's the most convenient tank to keep turtles in.
Right. Very convenient.
And
Yes.
if somebody brings in a bunch of sliders, oh well, you know. Oh, Saran sent you skull and crossbones. Look out.
Oh shit, Sue-Ann, I'm sorry. My bad,
No,
baby. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. He's not sorry at all.
No, I'm scared. I'm not sorry. I'm scared.
That he might be. Sorry, no.
Love Sue-Ann, but I'm scared right now. Oh shit. Marie Dean says, my husband Bob says, I want to know what kind of engine is in the Camaro. That is a 540-inch cubic motor with 1,000 horsepower of nitrous. I spent $45,000 to build to handle 3,000, almost 3,000, 2,800 horsepower. And we're only putting 2,200 horsepower to it. So it should handle everything that we give to it. And it's been years. It's been doing great, you know. How's the bird? Anyone interested yet? Yeah, we've got like 20 people wanting, but nobody's shown up and taken it yet. Oh, James McNally says, I was getting concerned about your absence, Big Rich, for that drink, thinking the green boa has escaped and nocturnal hunter, and I'm thinking God, people for, to go and check. No, I was I've got a new nurse tonight, and she's out there, and I was talking to her and helping her, you know, deal with Tracy. So thank you for the caring, but we got it all covered. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, Marie Jean, he does say thanks once in a while.
You shut your mouth, old man. You know what? You're supposed to be my friend. What the fuck?
Whoever said I was your friend?
You're not my friend? I'm just a retirement plan.
And I'm going to name him George, and I'm going to pet him and stroke him. And
Well, guys, we've had a great night tonight. It's been amazing.
well, it is almost 8, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Merging said, he said, thanks. Wow.
I'll never forget, I had all my boys in the back and my riding around in my Buick. And the one kid says, how fast will this car go? No, he says, how
He's doing escargot joke.
No, he said, how fast will this engine go? We were talking about the 3.8.
Yeah.
And I said, a lot faster than the rest of the car.
Okay, okay.
I mean, the engine will go like hell, man. The rest of the car won't go with it. That's the problem. What do you, Jen?
James says, what do you guys have planned for the rest of the night?
Almost got that in stereo.
Well,
Get me talking, man. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, you know, I don't have no plans. Are you available?
I'm going to retire out. I'm going to go take care of the fish, and then I'm going to relax out on the back deck with some of that devil's lettuce. And everybody else took off already, didn't they?
Looks like it. It's 8 o'clock. I got a nurse leaving. The new nurse that's here tonight, first time. She did a great job. She's going to be leaving at 8:30. So I think we've got everything handled. You know, we've done a good job. We did great.
Are you trying to close?
Stay fishy, my friends.
How's
How's that go? How's that go?
Gotta get the teeth out there in front.
Now, love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. We've had a great night. It was amazing. Thank you guys so much for, you know, sticking
Thanks,
with us.
Steph Charge. I'll think about you when I do.